Are you focusing on developing the 3 most impactful skills of high performance leaders? Based on my experience in developing thousands of leaders from startup to Fortune 100 size companies, today I'm going to share with you the 3 required skills you need to be a high performance leader. Be sure to hang around to skill number 1 because this skill is so important, it very well could make or break how far you go in your career. Leadership skill number 3, coaching. Be a good coach. That's what Google found out when they launched in 2008 their project called Project Oxygen, which was an effort to understand what makes a great manager at Google. They identified 8 common skills shared amongst their highest performing managers and then taught these skills in their leadership development programs at Google. Again and again, coaching emerged as the skill shared by the best of the best managers at Google, and that should get your attention. It sure got mine. Here's the crazy thing I know from working with leaders around the world. Most leaders don't know how to coach. Many managers think they are coaching when in reality, they are just telling their employee what to do or what they would do, and that is mentoring, by the way. Coaching is so different. It's asking open-ended questions to help others think with a new perspective. It's helping them learn, not teaching them. So if you want to learn about coaching, I suggest you do some heavy research on the exact skills of coaching. Skill number 2, connectability. So many people communicate, but very few know how to connect. Communication, when you break it down, is really just sharing information. It's transactional. Connection, on the other hand, is so much more. It's about building trust and relationship. It's transformational. When you connect with someone, they let their natural guard down, becoming more open to what you have to say. So what's the secret to connecting? I believe in my work that, and research will show you, that to connect with someone, you have to understand people, you have to understand personalities. And at Character Quest, we do this through our LOBG Leadership Personality Assessment. So we break it down real simple. You have the task-driven, hard-charging lions, the data-driven, thinker beavers, the life of the party creative otters, and the sharing and caring golden retrievers. So I have an entire video on this personality assessment, and at the end of the video, I'll share that link with you in a pop-up. Once you understand someone's personality, it's at that point that you're able to speak their language. So here's how I would explain that. If I'm an otter and I approach a lion speaking my typical otter language, which is all about creativity, unrefined thought at times, and big picture thinking, I'll get my point across, but on my terms, in my style, and in my language. And I could completely miss the mark in connecting with a lion who really needs straight to the point, no BS facts. Give them that, the facts, and you, my friend, will connect. Bottom line here is we hit an unprecedented level of high performance with others when we have self-awareness to read the personality of others and speak their language. And in the video that I'm going to show you at the end, I'm going to teach you how to do that. Skill number 1, leadership style flexibility. This skill will determine your effectiveness as a leader. I guarantee you. Take a look at this chart of leadership styles and which one do you find yourself gravitating towards? Pace setting, authoritative, affiliative, democratic, and coaching. So for me, I gravitate towards a pace setting. That's just kind of how I'm wired. That's my natural default leadership style. So here's the question: what determines your leadership style? Most would say personality, right? Well, that's kind of right. But here's a better answer. Here's how a high-performing leader would answer that question. My style depends on the situation. That's the type of thinking that we aspire to as a high-performing leader. In fact, author Daniel Goleman says, leaders who have mastered 4 or more, especially the authoritative, democratic, affiliative, and coaching styles, have the best climate and the best business performance. And they're able to effectively shift flexibly among the leadership styles as needed. So if you really want to be a high-performance leader, you have to grow with the flow. Be flexible in your leadership style. What is the situation demanding of you? Ask yourself that. When you are put in a leadership position, what is the situation asking of me to be effective? Not all situations ask for pace setting, and I have to remind myself of that every day. It's a constant struggle. But if I want to be a high performance leader, I need to flex, baby, flex. And that's what high performance leaders do. So this is where I just kind of want to tie in all 3 required skills together. So Brad, let's choose the name Brad. Shout out to all the Brads out there. Brad is a hard-charging, get-her-done lion with a pace-setting leadership style. He has his weekly one-on-one Zoom with Kathy, a bubbly, creative otter who always needs just a little nudge to stay focused and on point. Brad is a high-performing leader, which means he jumps on the Zoom call with his coaching hat on, even though he wants to jump into pace setting. He doesn't start the call with pace setting, task alignment, but by asking her what she has on deck this weekend for fun. That's something an otter would like to talk about, and that connects with them. Then he asks her, hey, what are you working on and how can I help? See, Brad is checking in with her. He's a high-performing leader. He coaches her, he speaks her language, and lets the situation dictate his leadership style from his natural pace setting to a more maybe uncomfortable coaching style, which that's why Brad is a high performer. So we can all learn from Brad. Good job, Brad. So if you want to be a high-performing leader, you need to focus on developing the 3 required skills. So they are coaching, connecting, and flexibility. These are the skills that will take you to new heights as a leader. I want to know in the comments down below if you're a lion, otter, beaver, or golden retriever personality. And if you want to take the assessment of LOBG, click on the video to the side here. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. It was a lot of fun. I love talking about this stuff. And if you want more content like this, please hit the subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified when we post our weekly video. So you have a great rest of the day.